We are back with episode 2 of Midwest NoBounds podcast. And welcome back to the Midwest NoBounds podcast. I'm your host, Britta, with my husband, Dave. If you didn't catch my first podcast, he asked not to have his face shown, so he's just off to the side, but you'll hear him, and we're going to have fun chit-chatting. So, to begin with, Christmas is coming up next week, less than a week, in a few days. Did you ever expect anything from Santa, or did you just oh, I'll see what I get?
I had wishes, just like every kid does, but I mean, it's usually when you're a kid, you make it pretty vocal.
Did Santa ever fulfill the wish? Or did you ever open the present and go, oh, socks again?
No, but I got a very dumb vest once when I was a kid. It was like suit pants and a vest. It wasn't even pants. It was shorts in December in Illinois. And they wanted me to put it on, and I protested. I didn't like it.
That's like with every single kid. Always gets some sort of clothes. And it's always, oh, clothes.
Yeah, well.
Just like that meme that I saw where it was like torn up underwear or men's underwear. And then it was, hang on, guys, Christmas is coming.
What are you talking about men's underwear for? This happens to you too.
No, but that's the thing that the guys get is they get like socks and underwear for Christmas every year.
Yeah.
Because it's really what all you guys need.
We burn through it.
I know. I don't know how. What are you guys doing that's causing your socks and underwear to be blasted?
That's why we get socks and underwear every year.
I haven't gotten a cookbook.
I remember getting you cookbooks.
No, not a cookbook. You got me a waffle iron one year, and it was funny because I had clients and stuff. They're like, oh, what'd your husband give you for Christmas? And I was like, oh, waffle iron. And they're like, and I was like, I asked for the waffle iron. I specifically asked for a certain one. And they're like, oh, okay.
Remember that year I got you a toolkit?
I thought you said you never wanted that mentioned ever again.
We're going to talk about bad gifts. Let's talk about it now.
Well, yeah. That was way back when. We weren't even married yet. We weren't even engaged yet. We were just dating, and we moved into the apartment. And yeah, that was, well, in your defense, you got me more than one gift. And one of the gifts, it was a toolbox. You did Tim Taylor Home Improvement mind of she needs tools. His intentions were if I ever broke down on the side of the road, I had tools to fix the car, but he didn't think I don't know how to fix a car. that part. So, but you did, one of the other presents was the diamond bracelet. So he didn't make up for it on that. I think you even got one more thing too.
Yeah,
but
that's the year you got the laptop.
That was the same year? Why did you get me so much stuff that same year?
I don't know why you complained about the toolkit when you got the other stuff. Now we got questions, don't we?
Oh my goodness. Why did you do that? Now you're making it sound like I'm a gold digger on this thing. I am not.
You bring up the questions and I'm sitting here. I'm talking.
Now I sound like a terrible person. You're working, I'm going out traveling, and then... But
go on. Do tell.
I don't even remember what I got you that year. Your gifts were so memorable that mine were I don't even remember what I got.
I never looked at the gifts. I never was a person that liked receiving gifts. I still am not.
I know you're a giver.
I don't like the feeling of opening stuff in front of people. I don't like the feeling.
I know, isn't that awkward?
No.
Isn't it
well, it's not awkward for a lot of other people. I mean, some people are generally, they get into it. I don't. I get into the fact of I was able to make someone else happy. That's my thing.
Yeah. It's like at a birthday party when you're opening presents in front of everybody and then everyone's just like staring at you. And it's like,
Yeah, I
and then you
remember
have
that.
to, and then even,
Then you
and
got
then,
the one dork that sits there and goes, "Why did you get happier when you opened his than mine?"
yeah, like you have to put on
You
a
got an
show.
answer.
Like even if you open up something, you're like, this is garbage. Like you have to be like, oh yay, I always wanted one of these.
I don't know. I just did. I think I get it. I don't know whose side of my family I actually get it from because my dad
Your mom.
and my mom were the same way. Like my dad, he didn't like sitting there and opening presents. He never liked being in the limelight. Neither do I. This is why I'm out of the camera.
See, that's the side of your dad that you have, and then you're the big giver.
And my mom's
for
a
your
huge
mom.
giver,
Yeah.
and she doesn't mind being in the limelight. And that's the thing. I got good qualities from both at that point. I think the biggest thing I got from my parents was, both of them, as a matter of fact, was the Christmas spirit. Like, I truly enjoy Christmas.
Yeah, you're big on well, I really like it too. One of the many things that you and I have in common is we love the toy trains. I always love having like the toy trains around at the bottom of the Christmas tree, like playing with those and stuff. You're big, only he's particular.
It's got to be the train, the old school steam train.
Yes.
With the whistle. And
With the whistle.
This is because when I was a kid, I watched Dumbo for the first time.
The Bork, and no one knew what the heck you were talking about.
The Bork, yes. They took me around every store trying to figure out what a Bork was, and they couldn't find it. And then finally, my old man sat there and held me up to a whole like glass thing of trains when I was a kid in Toys R Us, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "There's the Bork." He's like, "The whistle?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, Bork."
You always got to have the kids point it out, and then it's like, that's what you're calling it? Like Kayla, when she was 3, she kept asking for a Dieter, and it took 3 hours to finally figure out she wanted a banana. Like, that's a banana, that's not a Dieter. Screwy little kids.
My dad, when he was a little kid, he told me the story. He went up to his mom and said he wanted a Durgie.
A Durgie?
A Durgie.
What's a Durgie?
It was a car to him.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense. A Durgie for a car? That makes sense. I would have been able to figure that out. I'd have been like, Durgie? Oh, a car. All right. You know, there's something that I've always want to do, but I'm discovering that they only have it for like short periods of time, but it's like randomly at all different places. Wisconsin has a bunch of them. Northern Illinois has them too, but they're more closer to the Chicagoland area, and I'm not a city person. I kind of stay away from the Chicagoland area. But there's like Minnesota. I've noticed so far from my searching that Wisconsin and Michigan are really big into the Christmas markets, the Kindle market.
Oh.
I always wanted to do those. I thought that they last for like a month or something like that, but I'm discovering that each market, it's only goes for like a long weekend.
I like the ones like that are way up north that last all year, like they're open year round for those people that are just ornament enthusiasts.
Well, yeah, there are some. There's one place that looks really neat is the Christmas Kringle shop, and that's in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And then there's one up north, up in Minocqua.
It's just outside of Minocqua. It's in Hayward.
Yeah, it's just outside of Minocqua. Where that one's the Christmas what? How do you say that?
Christmas chalet.
Chalet.
Chalet is French for big house.
Is it really? Or are you messing with me?
I think I'm messing with you.
Oh.
Pretty sure I'm messing with you. I don't know. If
Like
I got
on
it
Home
right,
Alone
then
with the
awesome
les
for me.
compétents.
I guess. No, but no, those are great because if you're having like a really crummy June, you stop in there and you're gonna be pretty happy when you leave, I guess. At least until you get back
Where
onto
it's
the
all
highway.
year. Yeah. Well, every time that we had up north to the cabin there, my mom always sees that shop that's just outside of Minocqua, the Christmas Chalet, and she always goes, "Oh, I want to stop there." But my dad's the typical, "We're making good time," and we just keep going.
And that man drives 65 and a 70. He hasn't kept good time in years.
No, his version of keeping good time is you're at a steady pace and you just keep going and there's no stopping. You have no idea. All those years growing up when I was a kid, I would be like, "Dad, I have to go to the bathroom." And then he's like, "Oh, okay." And then I see the exit go by. It's like, "Dad, I said I had to go to the bathroom. We'll go in the next one." I see the exit go by. "Dad, I really have to go to the bathroom. We're making good time."
I don't blame him.
Tortured me. And this is how I became very good at road trips, where I just keep going. Oh, but the kids, our kids, because now he's Papa. Oh, if one of the kids say they have to go potty, he's like flooring it to the next rest stop. And it's like, why couldn't he do that for me? Torturing me. The bathroom breaks. But there is another place that it's on my bucket list. If you're watching my road trips episodes, one of these days I will go there, and it looks super cool. Is that Germantown in Michigan? They do have a year-round Christmas shop. I did find in there. Frankenmuth? Is that how you would say it?
I guess so.
Okay, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm not German. But I love that. Like, I'm a big fan of just the different cultures, and even though I'm not German, I love going into like the German towns and stuff like that, and it's just so much fun. And that town just looks super, super neat. How everything, like the buildings, just everything just are German. So it is on my list to be going there for one of my road trips. So yes, like I don't know when I'll be going, but I'll be going. Well, after Christmas, we have plans because we're going down to Arkansas to visit with this family. So I'm going to be doing some recording for one of my road trips episodes, but we are mainly down there to visit the family. So it's not going to be adventurous. It's going to be if we go out to eat somewhere, I'm going to film that and share that with everybody. So, and I will also kind of explain a little bit about where we're going. Well, we're going to be going to Hot Springs Village, and the place that we're staying at is actually an Airbnb that you can rent. So I'll kind of show the place around down there. So that's coming up on a future episode. I just don't know when, because it just kind of depends on, it takes a little bit to get the video files to move over, and boring talk. So, but they'll be coming up. So, okay, but yeah, it's a neat town.
So Arkansas trip should be interesting. I mean, at least you'll get videos of the Hot Springs Village. I mean, it's actually a very nice gated community. I mean, they've got everything that you need in there. They've got even a gas station, restaurants, swimming areas. They've got several golf courses, which are
that's the wild thing, because you have Hot Springs, Arkansas, but then you have Hot Springs Village, and that, like what Dave just said, is a gated community. Sorry, bubble in my throat. Is a gated community. There's only 2 ways to get in, and the territory that it covers, it's not like a small subdivision neighborhood. I mean, it is like the actual town. It's a gated community. So there's a whole bunch of restaurants. There's doctors in there. There's
Oh, yeah, it takes a
is there-
half
is
hour
there-
to get across the whole place.
is there a grocery store in there but with
No,
short
no.
hours, or we were only
The
able to go
grocery
outside?
store is
Just
directly outside the gates. It's
Okay,
literally right across the streets. That's the actual grocery store proper. But they do have convenience stores in there for those people that are staying like a weekend, want to pick up a few pizzas or something small to eat.
Okay.
I mean, they got stuff like that. But usually people that do that just go out, and they got that one fantastic Italian joint that we got to go to again.
Yeah, there's like the Mexican restaurant too. That one was new, and that one overlooked with the golf course.
That and the smokehouse up the
And
road.
they had the you could see in the distance of the houses that are like up on that cliff. It looks like there was a brand new house that was being built on
Oh,
there.
they've got some very, very large, very nice houses there. Like
Yeah,
the
it is a
further,
very nice area.
the further you get into it, I mean, there are a lot of custom homes. Some of those homes you could tell that are, they were built. They're single family homes still. I mean, you got 2 to 3 bedrooms. You got 1 to 2 full bathrooms in there. I mean, they're very comfortable living, but then again, you get some of the higher end ones that are just like, wow.
Those are some nice houses.
Wanted to retire here and stay here.
But they got how many lakes? I want to say 3 lakes.
I think it's
2 or
more
3
than that. They've got a bunch of smaller lakes, but they've got 2 bigger lakes, and you've got Lake DeSoto, and then there's one more, which is actually right behind the place we're staying. And
Yeah,
we
they
haven't
used
explored that one yet.
they used to have it where it was a very small beach on that one, but apparently someone bought that land there, and so now it's closed off.
Well, they still got the boat launch there. Which
Yeah,
is
they have
on
the boat
other
launch,
side
yeah.
of the lake, and that's more of a fishing lake. But the one that we went to, which was DeSoto, I mean, that one, they had the full sands beach. I mean,
That was a nice beach, and it was just gorgeous view with the mountains and everything. And yeah, that was nice. It's funny when you're swimming in the lake, it wasn't cold or cool. It was warm. And
it was
that's
like
what
swimming
it's
in a
known
big
for.
hot tub.
It wasn't that warm. It wasn't that warm, but it was like a warm bathtub. And that really threw me off, especially with that one year, because it was like, it's hot, and you go in the lake to cool off, and it's like, I can't cool off. I'm still hot. And then you lost your glasses, and we were like looking for them. We were trying to find your glasses.
Yeah, we sent the kid down there to search for it. She was the only one with goggles.
Yeah, and still couldn't find them. And then all of a sudden, yeah, you were able to find it with your foot. And then the last time that we went down there, it was a girl. My daughter was playing with a girl, and they had one of those mermaid tail things, and also the floating raft, and the mermaid tail fell off, and their kids are just playing, and she didn't even realize that it fell off, and the mermaid tail was gone in the water, and you could not see where it was.
But it's not a muddy lake.
Yeah, it's not muddy. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not muddy, but it wasn't like.
It got silty. Well, it got really sand mixed water. I wouldn't even say silty. The water just got sand mixed because of all the people that were there in that area they were playing. But realistically, it was an awesome swimming area.
Yeah, it is a nice lake. But we were searching like crazy, and then I think I ended up finding it somehow.
Oh, you could have.
I'm so if it was like Florida with the alligators, like that would just freak me out, bumping into anything.
It would have been so bad. Been a struggle at first,
but
then it would have been done. I mean,
but yeah, I mean it's a gorgeous area, but it just baffles me how this is a gated community. Like, there was no reason to leave anywhere, and then it's only 2 ways to get in. You have the main entrance and then the back entrance, and I mean it's guarded. Like, they have
We got to
people.
do a video about the Home Run Inn. That's where they make all those cakes and pies, all the pastries that you could pick up. That's where.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I
And
was
they've got
mentioning that
great
on the other
breakfast.
podcast, was that their French toast, they make the French toast from scratch, or it's the big loaf. There's even a shop that sells, it is literally called Wisconsin cheese. The cheese is so good in Wisconsin that you can find it in Arkansas.
Their only drawback is they put it right up the road, like a couple buildings up.
Oh, instead of
from
in the gated thing?
smokehouse.
No, that's brilliant. You get the smokehouse meats. You go get your Wisconsin cheese.
I hate to say it. I know you're a northern woman, but
Don't you dare.
you don't mess with southern barbecue. I don't care how good the cheese is. That barbecue.
You don't.
When you
I
walk
wasn't
into
saying.
that,
I wasn't saying you smother up that meat with the cheese. Don't do that.
no, you don't. But to open up,
I'm just saying, like a separate thing.
they got
That's
a good
the
business, and they're putting it next to a location that is prime. I'll give it that. But that smokehouse.
That
that's gonna
smokehouse
take it.
meat, it was, oh my gosh, it smelled so good. And it was so, the aroma of the place, we got turkey deli meat that wasn't even smoked. It was just regular turkey deli meat. And we had that, and the flavors of the aroma of the smoke around it absorbed into that turkey deli meat. And it was like we were eating the smoked meat. Oh, it was delicious. I am so ready to go down there again. Yeah, but the South knows how to cook them meats.
They do, but they need to ease up on the salt. That's the one thing I do have to say. Like, they're big into their very salty meats. Like, I love their smoked beef. I love their chicken. And I really like their fish. I think the North actually smokes the best fish.
Well, yeah, when you go up in northern Minnesota, that's where you get a lot of the Scandinavians, and it's more common of them doing like the salmon, the fish type stuff. That was a lot of what the Vikings would eat was a lot of fish.
But the South, it's hit or miss. Like, there's a few barbecue joints that I really enjoy that do it upright. They don't oversauce it. They don't oversalt it. I mean, there's a lot of smoke and meat flavor, but some of the ones down there just, they overpower it with seasoning, and it takes away from the actual thing you're eating.
Yeah,
But this isn't one of the places. The one that we're talking about is actually not one of the places. You can tell by the way they smoke it, the way it looks, and just everything else that's going on there. It's like you can tell they are bringing out the meat, which is really nice.
There are a lot of places where I know that the South is really known for, like, with the smoked meats and like with the barbecue and stuff like that, but there's a lot of places that are north, like the Midwest, where they could probably they're either matched in quality or even better. There's even like the food truck when I went up to the blueberry festival for Ely. There was barbecue. Why did that sound so funny? Barbecue. It's a food
Sound
truck.
like a waterhead right now. You know that, right?
Why am I having a... Sorry, Bob, I'm messing this up.
Yeah, barbecue.
Bob OQ. He has really good... It's just a food truck, and he has really good barbecue style. I love just like the tenderness of the meats. He just recently, it was this past year, if I'm not mistaken, where he finally opened up a shop in Two Harbors, Minnesota. in there. So,
We
yeah, I
gotta do a
definitely would go
Midwest
in
No
there.
Bounds to Texas.
To Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be blown away.
Oh yeah. Now I already know where we're gonna hit. We're gonna hit Lufkin, and then if we got the time, we want to hit Houston.
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite food. You know, when you get like those questions, what's your favorite food? I really don't. I am not a picky person. I love different types of foods, but I do notice that when it comes to barbecue type foods, I really gravitate towards that.
See, I'm big on region. Like, if we go somewhere, I want to try their food. Like, if we ever went to the
Yes.
East Coast, I would love to go to Boston and actually sit down at a seafood joint and
Get the real
get
stuff.
a fresh caught
Yeah.
lobster.
I would have to say I am like that too. When I'm in that region, I want to try out their food.
Or New York. I want to go to New York and eat one of those.
A bagel?
No. A bagel. What's wrong with you?
Gotta have a bagel from New York.
You're an 80s kid. I want to go to New York and I want to eat a piece of pizza like that was on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or go to an actual New York deli. And then I want to go to New Jersey to see which one's better and really make them upset to see.
Compare the
Yeah.
Chicago, like who does the better pizza, the Chicago or the New York?
I don't know.
If you've had both Chicago and New York, let me know in the comments who makes the better pizza. Because now we live in Northern Illinois, we got family in Chicago and stuff, so we have been exposed to real Chicago food, the real Chicago pizza, the hot dogs, Gene and Jude's. You're all about Gene and Jude's.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's all you're about.
Unfortunately, when it comes to pizza, I don't think the pizza joint is around anymore. I haven't even researched it lately or decided to go look. But when I was a kid, if you wanted to bring me back with food and it was pizza, Little Joe's on the south side in the Brighton Park neighborhood, that was it right there. That was Chicago pizza to the fullest. A little Italian bar and restaurant eatery.
Yeah,
And
you know more about like the south side. I'm more of like I got the family on the north side of Chicago.
no, I got it on the north side too. My dad was raised in the Austin Elmwood Park area. I mean, shoot, he was in that group home in Oak Park. And in Elmwood Park, him and his dad would go, and he never gave me the name of the restaurant before he passed. But I would absolutely love to research it and try to see if I can find it, because I hear it's still open. There's an Italian restaurant in Elmwood Park that has been owned by the same family since like the 1930s or 40s, and it is true to the heart Italian. Like, you go in there and they are the types that'll sit there and make chicken parmesan, and they will bring out that wheel of parmesan and mix all your noodles and chicken in that.
Have you ever been to the restaurant that was like they did that skit on SNL years ago? That cheeseburger, hot dog, or
No.
I forgot what it's called. Laughing Goat or something like that.
No. I want to go to Bubblegum Shrimp.
Now I'm gonna have to hang on. Now I gotta look that up. Hang on. Billy Goat Tavern, not Laughing Goat. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I remember my mom went there with like a bunch of her coworkers years ago, and they all wanted the cheeseburger because they wanted to hear him do the whole like Saturday Night Live type skit, because that's what Saturday Night Live got it from. So, but one coworker wanted a hot dog, so they were all going. And there was a whole bunch of them, so they were saying it really fast. I don't even know if I can say it really fast. They're like cheeseburger, hot dog.
See, I always want to go to that hot dog joint that swears at you.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can handle that. I heard that they only do that at night.
That's all
Like
right.
they don't. Did you know how that started?
No, but I'm glad they kept it up.
It was because it was one of the owners. I want to say it was two owners that were buddies, but it was the one owner. And he was working long hours and they stayed open really late, and usually when you're open really late, that's when you get like really stupid customers, and he lost his temper and started yelling at the customer, like, obviously swearing. I'm not going to swear on here, but he's just, going stupid, da 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 da, and like all that stuff. And people got a huge kick out of that, and they just continued that on.
How come he was so successful and I've always been yelled at for talking like that?
Because it ended up turning into a bit. That place even got on Conan O'Brien, that puppet, the puppet Rottweiler, and they were ripping on all the people on there.
Roscoe or whatever.
I forgot. I don't remember. But they had, I forgot the actor's name, but he's like known for like the happiest smile, just such a nice guy. And they brought him over there, and then they were swearing at him and all that stuff. And he's like, "I'm gonna bring my friend," and then he comes back with the Rottweiler puppet, and he's just like, swearing at all the coworkers.
That would be fun to do. I'll get that video for you. You still won't see my face, but
you won't see the face, but we'll hear you swearing back at them. Now I got here. Why don't we look that up for? I'm gonna look that up so that way if anyone wants to be sworn at to get a hot dog, you know where to go. Okay, so the place that we're talking about with where you get the hot dog and they all swear at you and stuff is the Wiener's Circle. And according to Google, what to expect: verbal abuse, staff will yell at you, insult you, and engage in a witty banter. Spicy comebacks welcome. You can yell back. It's all part of the show. What if you were like legitimately angry?
You think it'd matter? You just get it harder from them. I've seen the show. They're not nice with you. And that's okay.
Late night fun. It gets wild after the bars empty out. But profanity flies all day now. Oh, really? So now it's just not at night? They yell at you during the day too?
Why not?
I wonder what the hours are.
I hope they open at 6 a.m. I really do. I want to see one of them angry in the morning. Like, I got to serve you a hot dog, and you're here just so I can yell at you while I do it.
Well, on most... So, yeah, they open at 11, and then they either stay open till 4, or they stay open until 2. Man, that's a big fiasco there just for a hot dog. That's so much commotion just for a hot dog. Welcome to Chicago.
I wonder if they're up for franchising. You want to know something?
I don't know.
I definitely.
I don't know if it'll fly anywhere else. In New York, they yell at everybody. I'm walking here. Only, oh my gosh, in the Jersey, and get all those, the Jersey.
Can you imagine up north in Wisconsin with how nice some people are?
It wouldn't fly. It would not fly. Too much of the Midwest nice. It would not work. It would fail. The business would fail.
I would laugh my butt
People
off
would be very
just to see the
upset.
awkwardness
They
of
would
it.
not understand why they're getting sworn at. You know how the Midwest goodbye takes forever? The Midwest goodbye would end right there. And then people would just like pull the beer out of their back pocket, and they're like, you know what? I don't need a hot dog. I'm just gonna move on.
I suppose the part that would make them the most upset was the fact that it's a hot dog joint, not a brat joint up there.
Oh, new business idea. So you got the brats. But oh, wait a minute. To match Wisconsin, it would have to be Packers themed. So then if you came walking up wearing a Bears jersey, that's where it goes down.
See, I don't know if I can do that.
And then serving brats instead of hot dogs. Oh my gosh, I feel like a genius because they're a Bears fan.
Yeah, but what do you do for the Packers fans? You can't let them get away with nothing. Like you just can't be.
That's where the back and forth comes from.
No, that's prejudice.
And then you got the cheese. You got their cheese heads, and then you slap on the extra cheese.
On
and then you
brat?
go and then you just go here, take that, you Bears.
Go back. I'm going to tell your dad you said you're going to put cheese on a brat. He's going to spank you. No way.
No, but that's the whole point of the yelling.
Right there.
And that's the whole point of the yelling. No, but that's the whole point of the yelling and the swearing.
What, when you put the cheese on the brat?
Yes, and then you got the Bears fan getting all mad and upset that it's not mustard.
But they would upset a Packers fan too. I don't know.
That's the whole point. Everyone's upset. That's
no, you're thinking
everyone's
too hard
swearing.
about this. I think you should just serve brats and yell at people. All of them.
Wait a minute.
They'd
You
accept
serve
it because
up
you're serving
brat.
brats.
You serve up a brat and you put ketchup on it. That'll get the Bears upset.
You will never have business again. I guarantee you. You just don't do that.
Cheese and ketchup. You know why Chicago is so anti-ketchup on hot dogs?
Because it don't belong.
No, the reason is because if I have the time frame right, it might be the Great Depression or earlier. It was because it was also the time frame of they really didn't have the refrigerated meats, so it was very difficult to keep the meats fresh. So what hot dog stands would do is they would not serve ketchup to prove that they have the freshest meats, because they felt that ketchup would mask or if they put on ketchup, it masks if the meat's starting to kind of turn a little bit. So that's the huge thing of why you don't put ketchup on there.
Well,
but that doesn't make sense to me, because I always thought that mustard was way more overpowering than ketchup.
Mustard is an enhancement.
No, I mean to cover that up. If back then, if you were like, I'm going to cover up my spoiled meat, I would have used mustard, because that, I think, would be more. I wouldn't share that. I wouldn't give anyone spoiled meat, though. I can't do that to anyone. But if I was a jerk, I wouldn't do mustard. Mustard is powerful.
You got your mom's mouth. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're broken.
Yes, I am.
Back to Christmas. This all started with Christmas. We were talking about Christmas.
And somehow we ended up with hot dogs.
Yeah, we're talking about meat.
Well, food, when it comes to traveling, you have the entertainment. You have places to stay, and a huge thing is food. It is. You gotta eat.
But we're talking about Christmas.
Yeah, I know. We'll go. Yeah,
and we ain't traveling nowhere for Christmas. We're good.
Yeah, we are going down to Arkansas for Christmas.
That's after Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm for Christmas. We are going to be here with our families, and we're going to be doing our thing.
But before Christmas, hopefully I can squeeze this in. I know that I've done on a road trip, one of my road trip episodes, I think it's episode 4, I was going around in Lake Geneva and I was trying to find all the painted murals, which, by the way, I found out there is one more that I missed that was new this year, and it's even bigger than all the other ones. So in a future episode, I'm going to show that one. But I try my best to try to mix up on locations and everything the best that I can. However, in Lake Geneva for Christmas stuff, they're doing a lot of different things. So, and it is a very drivable distance for us to go. So hopefully, if I'm able to squeeze this in, there's in the Lake Geneva Museum, they have a whole bunch of Christmas trees. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can vote on which Christmas tree is the best. Grand Geneva, they have a whole bunch of gingerbread houses. And they are really nice gingerbread houses. You know, and they're big too. And so it was like, wait a minute, I gotta go check this out. And
did one of them gingerbread houses happen to have a raccoon fall through the ceiling?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if you didn't hear this. Apparently in Grand Geneva, because they have a restaurant in there, there was a raccoon.
I hope you're not going to post that.
There was a raccoon that fell through the. It's all over the news.
That is true.
But yeah, a raccoon fell through the ceiling. Caused commotion. Made it on the local news.
You said you had some Yahoo over there going, I can wrangle this thing.
Yeah, from my understanding, this is not fact, so don't hold it against me, but from my understanding, the staff there were able to get the raccoon out of the way and have it in another room and stuff, but there was a guest that took it upon themselves to think that they were going to be a hero and grabbed the raccoon, and the raccoon bit him, and so then it had to be euthanized to be checked for rabies. But why? They had it under control, and it was freaked out, the poor little thing. My goodness. You know, this conversation took a turn. We're trying to talk about Christmas, and now we're talking about raccoons falling through ceilings. Could you imagine you're eating your dinner, and it's like, oh, what a beautiful night this is, and then all of a sudden, boom, raccoon!
I just want to see someone make a gingerbread house with that little, like, diorama in there.
Oh, with the raccoon falling through. That'll like probably be for next year. That'll be for next year. Make a gingerbread house with the raccoon falling through the ceiling of it, or the roof, or whatever. But yeah, there is that. There's also over by the, what is it, Arboretum, or what's that to see the stars? What is it called? With the big telescope thing? What is it called?
I'm drawing a blank. I know it, but
okay, so to see the stars with the gigantic telescope, I don't know why our brains aren't working. There is the world's largest glass tree that they have up every year. So, and that's only a seasonal thing. That's like, because then they tear it down and stuff like that.
Are they doing the ice sculptures this year?
It's not ice sculptures. It's snow sculptures. And yes, they are. It's at the end of January.
But are they going to have that hovercraft running around too?
Hovercraft?
Yeah, they had two of them, or whatever, not last year, the years before, where they had a couple hovercrafts, and they were fully enclosed. So, like, you got in, you sat down, and you were in a warmed area. But they would go flying across the ice.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I remember.
It might have been someone's private thing.
No.
You paid to go in?
Yeah, they were advertising the rights for it and everything. I mean,
really?
It was really cool looking. We never did it because...
I didn't know. I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
I saw it.
Remember the last time we were there? So it gets really, for seeing those snow sculptures, which I am going to try to go to that one too. It is so busy that they have areas where you can park that are actually pretty far. So they'll do bus transports. And people have a good time, fun. And I remember when we were planning on leaving and we got on the bus and there was this one drunk lady. Like the bus driver closed the door and then she's like flagging the bus driver down. The bus driver opened the door like, is everything okay? And then she's like, is everyone all good on the bus? Everyone's good. The bus driver's just like, yeah, we're fine. There's no more seats. It's full now. And she's just like, oh, okay, everyone have a good drive. And the friends are trying to drag her off the bus. So, yeah, everyone's having, yeah. So everyone has a good time going to this. No, but they have, it gets really busy because I want to say it's only a 3-day event. So the first day, it's these huge blocks of snow, and I mean the sculptures
You're gonna have to pull up
fantastic.
like past pictures of this thing.
Yeah, I'll pop it up on here, right in this section here. Yeah, I got some old
where
pictures.
I'm supposed to sit.
Yeah, right where your face is supposed to be. So you know what? You could lean in, and then I'll pop the picture over your face. That way, at least people can see your body.
No,
And
I'm
go,
good. Just, like, laying out
just
and-
your shoulder right here.
Yeah.
No, but they have these huge snow blocks. That's what they start with. But it's a 3-day event. But the third day is always the busiest one because that's when the sculptures are done and they get voted on for the best one and stuff like that. But they're all made all out of snow. So I wish that I could go on the first day, but then you're not getting the pictures. You're just, the finished product, you're only getting the first part. So
Maybe that's one of the coolest things to like post though. It's
the progress
yeah,
of
actually
it. Well,
showing
then,
these people build their craft. I mean, they were very intricate. Like it had me curious on how they did some of that stuff. Like
well,
they
then
were
maybe you'll
very
do a
good.
video of like day one.
I think you should go through like
and then we'll
all
eat.
3 days from start to finish, like capturing all these people actually doing this. I mean, that building it to me would be just as interesting as, if not more interesting than actually just seeing it.
Okay, then maybe I might do some trickery with the camera or something. Like I said, I try to mix up my stuff as best that I can of different locations. But winter can get kind of hard, and Lake Geneva is just one of those places where they just do a lot of things, and it's a decent drivable distance from where we live. So, yeah, we'll try to add something in there and everything. So, and then it's fun also if you're not from the area of what these different places do and everything. Am I right or am I right?
Sure.
All right. Well, we are just going to wrap this up for episode 2 of the Midwest NoBounds podcast. If you enjoyed watching, make sure you hit like, subscribe so you don't miss any of future episodes of my podcast and also on my road trips episodes, and leave a comment and say hi and let me know where you would like to see me go, or even on topics of what you would like to have us talk about. I would love to hear from you. So I will see you next time on the next podcast. Bye.